All right, our last bit of news this week is one that I think some of the internet is upset about, and this time not really for a very good reason. So, this week, Xbox announced that they are going to be closing the Xbox 360 store in July of 2024. So, even if you're freaking out that, oh my gosh, stuff is going to go away, you've got almost a year before this is going away. So, what is actually going away? Well, first off, this largely really kind of only impacts you if you're playing games on an actual Xbox 360. The 360 console itself, that thing that came out like 15 years ago. And we're now 2 generations past that. Right. So, what does it actually mean? Well, on an Xbox 360, you won't be able to buy games from the Xbox 360 store anymore. You also won't be able to buy movies and TV shows from the store. That was an option. It's not going to be available on an Xbox 360 anymore. Okay, so what if you did previously purchase things, games, DLC, movies, any of that stuff? Do you still have access to them? Yes. Even on an Xbox 360, you will still be able to download and install and play previously purchased Xbox 360 games on your Xbox 360 console. If they're backwards compatible, meaning they will play on an Xbox One or an Xbox Series X and S, they'll still remain playable on your Xbox console. But what if you have an Xbox 360 and it's August of 2024 and you decide you really want to buy an old Xbox 360 game to play on your Xbox 360? Well, you won't be able to purchase it from your console, but you may still be able to purchase it from other places. Xbox.com is a website with a store where you can buy Xbox 360 games. You can also buy 360 games on an Xbox One or an Xbox Series X and S. But there's one caveat to all of those options, and that is that you will only be able to purchase games that are backwards compatible, meaning games that can be played on an Xbox One or an Xbox Series X and S. So it's not everything. If there's some really random obscure game that never hit backwards compatibility, you're not going to be able to get it. But I believe by the time Microsoft stopped porting games for backwards compatibility, there were over 600 titles that were made available via backwards compatibility. So chances are, if there's still a game that you want to buy a year from now for your 15-year-old Xbox 360, you'll probably be able to get it. And because it's the Xbox ecosystem, you'll be able to play it on any of the more recent game consoles. It's one of the things that we love about the Xbox One and the Xbox Series X and S. You can play most of your old Xbox 360 games and even some of your original Xbox games via backwards compatibility. So, of course, there's a certain segment of the internet that's freaking out that they're closing down a store and you're never going to be able to play your stuff again. But it's simply not true. You will still absolutely be able to play these games even on your very old Xbox 360, assuming that it's still running at this point.